Hey Gower Gators, Miss Gullivan here to give you some tips on Nearpod. Nearpod is an awesome app that I've been using this quarter in my virtual classroom, and I just wanted to share some of my tips and tricks. If you have any questions after this, I'm going to go through a quick tutorial. Feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to help more. So first, you can find Nearpod in Clever. So you don't have to download anything. You don't have to go searching for things. It's right there on your Clever. And everything you do in Nearpod saves to the same place, which is why it has helped me stay pretty organized during virtual learning. I have different folders for each of my different lessons. So first, what I want to do is I'm going to show you how to create a different Nearpod lesson. You just use your create button, click on lesson. It will take you to a screen that looks like this. And you can build slides in Nearpod. They're pretty basic. So if you like a more creative looking slide, I like to build them in PowerPoint first and upload them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You're just going to upload it from your desktop or wherever you're find it. Let's do comparing backyards. This is one of the math tasks that third grade did last week. It'll take a few moments to process and load into Nearpod. So I'll call this a math task. So what I've been doing is building out PowerPoints in PowerPoint and then putting them on Nearpod and adding activities and slides. So once this loads, I'll show you how you can change the slides to make them more interactive for your kids, which has really been the best part. So here's my task, pretty simple. On any slide, you can very easily convert it to a drawing task so that when kids see it, they're able to use their drawing tools to answer the questions. And the best part is, as kids are answering the questions, you can see it on your end. Okay, so if I were to go and preview this lesson, okay, this is a slide that I already had. But from the student's end, now that I converted it to drawing, I can answer the question in live time. Pretty cool. So I'm going to head on back. And Nearpod has tons of activities. You can add videos from YouTube or from Nearpod itself. There's little different games and field trips. I'll show you one of those later on. Time to Climb is a little quiz game that they can do. You can do matching. There's tons of different options to make your kids more engaged and more excited about the lessons. So I'm gonna quit out of this, because not only can you transform your own PowerPoints into a Nearpod, Nearpod itself has a library with tons of lessons for every subject, every grade level. If I just type in area and perimeter, it brings up tons of different activities already created. You can go in and add or delete slides from the existing ones to create what you want for your class. So I'm going to show you one more. This is a Nearpod that I had found last week, already created. I did a little tweaking, but for the most part, this was already created, and it just has a bunch of examples of some of those activities that we were talking about earlier. For science, we did states of matter. Again, this was all created for us already. Starting off with a collaborate board. This is pretty fun. As the kids are all doing it, they pop up as sticky notes. Oops, okay, so just things that pop up, that the kids might write. And they have a lot of fun waiting for the different sticky notes to pop up. it's just a way to keep your class connected and kind of model that group work that we don't always get to do so much anymore. You can add quiz questions, poll questions. This is one of those field trips that you can add of going to different places. This is how we talked about different states of water in one place. And it's just, a fun way to get students excited instead of just kind of a plain old PowerPoint. So once you have a Nearpod loaded into your page, if I wanted to put this onto Schoology, you can choose from a couple different options. Live participation means that you control it on your end, so the kids can't go to the next slide until you do it. Or student paced, which I've done for asynchronous work, is they can control it themselves. So if I do live participation, I click that, it gives me a code, and I find the link, copy it, and then when I go over to my Schoology page, I add a link. And put it in. Call this Science Nearpod or whatever you want to call it. And it's right here on Schoology. The kids join on. It doesn't take them to a new website. It leaves them right in Schoology. So you're not kind of switching back and forth all around. And then from your end, you're controlling it. So when you open it up on your computer, you use the arrows, and as you scroll, it will scroll on students' pages as well. So as you get those drawing boards, as they start working, things will pop up on your end so that you can have a better idea of who's doing what in your virtual classroom. So I know that was quick. Again, if you have any other questions about Nearpod or want to see more about how to use it in your classroom, reach out. I'd be happy to help. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.